Hello YouTube, welcome to my brand new City Skylines series, Captiva. You're probably wondering something like, who are you? What is this series? And why is it so fast? Well, firstly, if it's too fast, just let me know and I'll slow down the footage for the episodes to come. Right now it's at 500% speed, and if that's too fast, I'll lower it to about 400 or 300 or something like that. Anyways, this series is all about myself building a tropical, Florida-themed city, mostly based on Miami. At the time of recording, I had just come back from Florida, so I figured I would use all of the experiences I had and all of the things I had seen and put it into a city. I also noticed there are very few tropical themed cities being built right now on YouTube in City Skylines, so I figured I'd fill that niche. It's probably obvious that there's a lot of cuts and not a lot going on. Originally, I had used very bad screen recording software to get all of this footage, so really, there's going to be a lot of stuff cut out. You're gonna see that a lot of things are just popping up out of nowhere, such as skyscrapers and all these roads. Like just earlier, the roads has just completely changed color. Nonetheless, right now, I'm building a off-ramp into the city. I have a little bit of trouble with figuring out how to hook it up to this avenue, but I figured that part out fairly easily. Okay, so here you'll see what I was talking about. A lot of the footage was lost. There's all these buildings everywhere, and you can't see me putting down almost any of them. This is just me experimenting a little bit. This is the only actual complex that I managed to fully record. So luckily I'll be detailing all these areas in the future, so you'll be able to see them anyway. I can explain what you're seeing right now and what I've put down earlier. So earlier you saw the elevated metro system. It'll be exclusive to the downtown area, similar to the real-life monorail system in Miami. I didn't really want to go overboard with it because, knowing myself, it would just end up looking like a mess. So I decided to keep it simple and just have one line going through the city core. Right now I'm just putting down more buildings and modern condominium assets. Some of these I get rid of. A lot of them I do keep. And I'm just going over with that concrete brush. I really love these assets, and that's very convenient because it's really like that in Miami. There's a lot of, I guess, real estate development there, which is perfect because, like I said, I love these assets. Huge shout out to the assets creators who make those buildings, because you're not really getting paid to make those or anything, so the least I can do is show my appreciation. Who are some notable ones? There's how would you say his name? XI, Suron. They're doing the Dubai project. It looks amazing. The assets they're doing is amazing. I love the work they do, and you'll see me using their assets a lot throughout this series. So yeah, right now I'm using Move It to make this big kind of complex area. Once again, just a really rough kind of idea because I haven't put down very much, and I just really wanted to get the core idea of the city down before I really got into the detailing of it, which probably isn't as, it probably looks really sloppy when you guys are watching this, but I just wanted to get the main idea down of what I'm doing here. So yeah. Okay, so here is one of my favorite parts. So using the prop snapping and tree snapping mod, I managed to use these planters slash curb props to create this pool on the roof of this amazing asset. I know I was a little bit sloppy there, but I just think this looks amazing. The different kinds of palm trees, and then later you'll see me put down some chairs and stuff for people to sit, and all the stuff. It just all comes together looking really great. I think it just looks wonderful with the combination of the blue on the actual building. Later down the road in this video, you'll see me put some lights up, so it looks amazing. It ends up looking amazing. Yeah, and then there I go, copying and pasting it. I just figured, having some uniformity around with the asset would look perfect. I just wanted to fill in some empty spaces, really liven it up, because I know there's some vanilla assets that have vanilla trees on them, and that looks terrible, so I didn't want to have that effect, but I wanted it to also look, more lively, because this is a tropical setting, and there need to be a lot of trees everywhere, in my mind, so not only on the ground, but I figured it'd be great for people who live here to have access to these pools, and just relax and sit by the pool, right? So, and then I provide the shade with different kinds of palm trees. I'll use lots of different palm trees in this build, because this is not like Southern California or anything where it's really dry. There's a lot of fauna everywhere, so I really wanted to emphasize that. Now you'll see me trying to get that disconnected road thing gone, which isn't working. Yeah, I fiddle around with that a little bit more, and then I just kind of give up. So here I detail this parking lot I made. I put down some more trees there just to emphasize like the whole green space aspect, because I know in real life Miami's more of like a really car-centric city and doesn't have a lot of green aspects, but I figured I could probably have some leeway there. And yeah, see, the bushes kind of creep onto the concrete. Haven't decided if I want to incorporate that as like overgrowing onto the concrete or cutting that back, because it's more modern development and they don't want that happening. I put down some cars here just because these are all props and cars won't actually park on props or anything. So this was the only way for me to get it to work, and I didn't want to fill it with cars because if I did, it just wouldn't look realistic at all. And then, Florida is covered in water, so I put down some puddles just because it does rain a lot. And here we go with the lights. Once again, rushed. I didn't really put anything underneath them, but I think this just looks great. The blue lights, like so then people can go swimming at night. I just think it looks perfect. I have to go over again the concrete because it disappeared for whatever reason, which kind of bothered me. But I managed to fix that fairly easily. I put some props here, very, very rough ideas. I'm definitely going to go over this, definitely, because I know right now it looks bad. But in the future, I will definitely try and fix it. This area, I decided this building did not look good on its own, so I used the zoning check to try and fix it. I have some issues with it. Me trying to bulldoze, level lock these buildings. I end up figuring it out. I think it turns out pretty good, especially when you see it at night. Just tell me what you guys think. Okay, so this next area you're about to see, right now I'm just putting down some of those ground assets. This area right here. So I wasn't sure what to fill this little block in, which I think I said earlier. So I decided to move it to, well, create a new building, you could say. I wasn't sure which side to put it on. I decided with this, but I might change it later on. The next episode is going to have a lot of changes because this was recorded a while back. But the next episode will be full of detailing, lots of fixes. Any suggestions you guys have will definitely be incorporated, just toying around with some other assets here. And yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions at all of how I can make this look better, let me know. I have tons of ideas ready to get going on the next episode. I'm ready to just get started and really just show my A game, really. Do a lot of detailing, really maybe tear down some of the old stuff I did, really fix it up, clean it up. This was just to get an idea of what it'll look like. So yeah, there will be a lot of this style of building going on, where there's these modern like condo assets going up. A lot of these are by XI and Saran, by the way, as you probably noticed. I definitely recommend checking out his workshop page. They don't upload too often. I think they work together, by the way. But they don't upload too often, but when they do, it's really worth it. Like, their buildings are amazing. So I definitely recommend checking them out. Here I'm using the Marriott Hotel, just one of those modern buildings. It really blends in well. And these ground decals. Now, I have to be careful with these because sometimes when I use too much of these, they'll all disappear from my save game. And I definitely don't want that to happen, so I'm going to try and limit the amount I use just so that I don't run into any issues where I have to go back after hours of work and redo all of it. Unfortunately, that's all the time I have for today. I'll close with some cinematics. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me any suggestions that you guys have. I know the audio wasn't very great in this video. I'll try and fix that next time. Lots of detailing next episode. I'll try and upload it same time next week if I can. Yeah, tell me what you guys think. Any suggestions are greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time.